Alrighty, so the last question I had to answer during this job interview process was tell me about a time that you had to demonstrate leadership skills. Alrighty, so currently I work at a country club that deals with banquet events, and I am a banquet server. And the issue we had last year, or should I say last season, was during the events, the the organization was not sure about how to go about passing out food. May seems trivial, but when you have a room full of 500 people at various seatings, you're not exactly sure who gets what specialty or who's gluten free, who's a pescatarian, that type of thing. And the way we were doing it was by seat numbers. And the thing is, when you have a large banquet like that, and you may not have, or should I say, our organization did not have the adequate amount of servers to take on that many people, we had to get temps. And temps are just outside servers that come in to essentially be there temporarily. And so one thing we had to do was explain to the temps, like, hey, we start the seat numbers by seat number one is like this. And the way we describe it is like seat number one is always left to the seat facing the field. Since it's a golf club, we do it by the golf course, and it is really funny, I know, but that's how we did it. And so the issue was there was a lot of mix-ups because a lot of the temps were not sure, and then other staff members were confused. They tried to help, but it didn't exactly help. And so essentially ended up with the food portion taking a lot longer than it needed to, and it didn't exactly fit into the time frame that we had. And so that was a whole issue, and we had to essentially come back together and decide something. So my idea that I came up with, and I told my boss at the time, I told her that hey, I think we should actually do place cards, since place cards with the food item that they get or let us sign. And so what we tried to do next time was the other big event we had, they put little signs of like fish, chicken, cow, a reindeer, essentially for veal. And yeah, everything worked out better in the end, I suppose. And then when we tried it for the last time, because they actually, we all came together, I talked about it, they listened, we tried to execute it. And then the last time what we had to do was everyone else we had a coalition, should I say, and everyone had added their input, and we did napkins instead. So blue napkins was for steak, the red ones for salmon. Yeah, it might be a little confusing, but the way they explained it, and also we're servers, we can just write down what they mean. It worked out better in the end, and everything was great. And what I can say that the lesson I learned was that even though the pressure was on, and even though everyone had their little conflict about passing out the food initially, that it's always great to work together as a team, and that it's always great to have ideas and come together instead of being at odds with each other. I mean, that was one of the lessons I learned, at least. And that what we can always do when we're stressed out is just take a breather, calm down, and then actually speak up your ideas, because they actually might turn into something. And as a result, every single time we have a big event, we have little place cards, we have napkins, and yeah, we're also better able to explain the seating style to the temps, instead of just telling them like, oh, go to table 100 and seat 5, where they would probably be confused. But yes, that is it. Thank you.